Yo, what is going on, guys? And welcome back to the Personal Trainers Business Incubator. What I want to talk to you guys today is about keeping your word and how it builds confidence. Now, a huge thing that I see holding a lot of trainers back, or people from even getting started with a coaching business or started with anything in life that might be daunting or intimidating or challenges, is that they don't exactly believe in themselves well enough to do the tasks that they're meant to do. For example, PTBI is a huge investment. It's a really big step for a lot of people. And the thought of starting their business is a huge, scary step because it requires you to put in a lot of time, energy, and effort into something that may or may not pay off. Now, with the support system, I will say that we do have a very high success rate. And so the likelihood of it paying off is very, very high. But there's still that step that you have to take into the unknown. Now, I see a lot of people who will be challenged by that step and think, without a doubt, I can fucking do that. And they think to themselves, without a doubt, I can do it. I'll be successful. Then I'll have other people that might look at that challenge and look at that and think, I don't know if I'm going to be successful. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I'm going to follow through. And they have all these doubts creep in. And the difference between those two thought processes are the difference between success and failure. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today is how can you actively practice habits that are going to help you become the person that thinks I can do that without any evidence backing you up. I'm going to share a lot of personal anecdotes here of how I built that because recently I started training for a marathon. And my friend and I, we were sitting at dinner and we just planned a trip to New York City. And we're like, what are we going to do while we're in New York City? Like, we've been there a couple of times. We've seen all the tour spots. We really just decided to go for a work trip so that way we can work from somewhere else and experience a new city and get out of the house a little bit more. And we're thinking, what should we even do while we're in New York City? And I thought, what would be an interesting challenge is if we ran around the island, if we did a run around Manhattan Island. Now, I didn't realize how big Manhattan Island was. It's a huge freaking island. And we have a place down in the financial district, which is at the lower west side of Manhattan Island. And I had never been to Yankee Stadium either. So I thought, what if we did a run from one end of the island to Yankee Stadium and back? And we pulled out the maps and it turns out it's just shy of a marathon. It's about a couple miles shy of a marathon. And we thought, let's fucking run a marathon around the island. Like, let's run a marathon around Manhattan. And immediately we both said, yes, let's do it. Without a shadow of a doubt, let's freaking do it. And the thought process behind that was, we have no experience, we have no, prep, we have no training whatsoever, but we're going to do it because we said we're going to do it. And we had that confidence built up to look at a challenge and enough trust in ourselves to look at something as a daunting task and think, I can freaking do that. Now, when I put that out there, there's two types of people. And what's really funny is that the people that truly know who I am, like my brother, my girlfriend, my close friends, when I told them, hey, I'm going to run a marathon in 2 weeks, they looked at me and said, I believe you. They, without a doubt, said, you can do it. I believe you. You're going to do it. And then all the people who don't know me very well, like followers on Instagram, people that I've just met recently, immediately said, good luck, you're going to die. Right. And so it's very interesting to hear that from people who trusted and have seen me, long enough, without a doubt, believed that I was going to do it. Whereas people who didn't experience or haven't known very long didn't have that trust. And I think the difference between the people who look at a daunting task and think, I can do that versus I don't know if I can do that. And the people who look at others and think, you can do that, and I don't know if you can do that, is how well you are at keeping promises to yourself and doing what you say that you're going to do. Right. And this builds insane self-confidence in yourself. And the way that you can implement and practice this into your life is by keeping promises to yourself, no matter how small they might be, and just practice insane discipline when it comes to executing those small tasks. For example, if you tell yourself that you're going to create a post on Instagram and show up that day, I don't care how you feel. I don't care, how busy you are, or how stressed out you are. Do the post the post. If you tell yourself that you're going to wake up early and go to the gym, wake up early and go to the gym. If you tell yourself that you're going to go for a run, go for a run. If you tell yourself that you're going to do DM outreach and book a call, do DM outreach and book a call. Do all the little things that you tell yourself that you need to do. And if you do that enough times, you are eventually going to build so much trust in yourself that anything you say, you are going to believe that you can do it because you've done it so many times. I'll give it another example. With my brother, when I told him that I was going to become an online entrepreneur and one day I'd become a millionaire, what he used to tell me was, yeah, sure, okay, right? In a very sarcastic way with no belief whatsoever, because my brother was my biggest doubter. But now when I tell him, hey, my goal is to hit a 250K month and I'm going to be a millionaire by next year, he literally goes like this, you'll do it. He'll literally tell me, you'll do it. It's inevitable. And the reason being is because I've made so many claims and I've backed them up with action over and over again. I told him I'm going to hit a 10K month, then I hit a 10K month. I'm going to hit a 100K month, then I hit a 100K month. And eventually, if you do what you say you're going to do, the people around you and yourself are going to believe that you will do what you say no matter what, no matter how crazy it might be. So that's part of the reason why I am even deciding to run this marathon, is because I just want another piece of evidence of doing exactly what I say I'm going to do. Because when you're all talk, it means absolutely nothing. The term they say is talk is cheap. But when you have value and validity behind what you say, talk is not cheap. When you say I'm going to do something, people will look at you and expect you to do that thing because you have the track record of doing so. And so you don't need to start by making all these huge claims saying I'm going to be a millionaire and become a millionaire the next year. Like, definitely work yourself up to it, but start doing shit that's very challenging that people normally wouldn't do or people would doubt you for. And when you actually execute and do that thing, you are going to build trust in yourself to believe that whatever you set your mind to, you are going to accomplish that thing because you've done it so many times. And you're also going to build trust in the people around you who doubted you at first, saw that you actually executed, and now they believe in you and they want you to win. That is how you are going to look at an investment like PTBI, for example. We'll go back to the coaching example that we talked about earlier. That's how you can go from going, I don't know if I can do that, seems risky, to I could freaking do that, because you've backed yourself up so many times that you trust yourself to figure it out and get the thing done. Now, with this marathon, I am absolutely not trying to do it good by any means. I'm just trying to get it done. Whether I walk, whether I crawl, whether I freaking get dragged by a scooter, like, I don't care what the means is or how long it takes. I'm just going to get it done, because the next time I say I'm going to do something amazing, I know that I have a track record of backing up what I claim, which is going to build insane trust in myself and insane trust in the people around me. So when you are going about your life and you break all these, well, actually, before we wrap this up, I want to give an example of a girl that I know. I heard a quote that said, confidence is built by keeping promises to yourself. And this girl is the most insecure, and I don't mean to judge, I'm just objectively stating, she's the most insecure, like timid, and like all the things that you just don't want to be in life, right? All the things that it will just hold you back. But she's also the type of person that has no value to the word that she gives. If she says that she's going to meet you at the gym at 10 o'clock, she will ghost you and not show up because of some god-off reason that has no validity whatsoever. And so when she says that she's going to do something, nobody around her trusts her, and she doesn't even trust herself. That's where deep-rooted insecurity comes from, is from the lack of trust within yourself and your ability to execute. And so really terrible things happen on the other side if you don't build that muscle and you don't keep those promises to yourself. Even if something as little as I'm going to go for a run today, and you don't go for that run, you're breaking promises to yourself. And then eventually what's going to happen is you're not going to trust yourself to do what it is that you need to do. And so when you're faced with a huge daunting task, like starting a coaching business, you're not going to believe that you can do it because you have a track record of breaking promises to yourself over and over and over and over and over again. So one of the things that you're going to have to do is just start keeping those promises to yourself, make those claims and back them up with action. That being said, guys, I hope this is fruitful for you. I hope you learned something. Catch you in the next one. Peace.